One of the cool things about doing UberX, Lyft, Uber Eats, DoorDash, and all the other gig work is once in a while, they'll throw you a decent promotion. Here's mine for this week. As you can see, I've got 25 trips for $200. I could hit the 5 trips for 50 bucks, but I really want to get those 200. It'll come in real handy. I'm traveling this weekend, so it'll be some extra spending cash. Here's the tough part. It's Thursday night, 5 p.m. right now. I'm leaving out of town tomorrow around 2:30, so I want to knock out as many of these as possible because this quest will end on Sunday. I don't want to come back into town Sunday finding that I need to do 20, 21 rides, so I'm going to try to knock out as many as possible. I'll bring you along this journey to see if I can hit this quest. First step is going to be let's go get gas. All right, guys, so this will be more of a ride-along con video. As you can see, I filled up for about 40 bucks, so I'll deduct that from the, the total earnings. I think to get these 25 trips, it'll take me a full tank of gas. I'm gonna go online on Uber now and see what kind of rides I can get. Looking at it, doesn't seem to be a lot of busy areas here in the Phoenix area, except for the airport, but I'm not gonna drive to the airport. Typically, I find that, oh, there's one. 0.2 miles away for $3.46. We're gonna take it and we're gonna keep going, and then I'll keep it updated, see how it goes. Well, I was wrong. It was busier than I expected. It's been back to back. It's currently 9:41. Typically I find that 3 rides per hour is the norm when doing UberX. I'm a little bit off from that metric there because of a funny story that happened here that I'll tell you guys. I'll try not to drag it off too much, but I've been to the airport, North Phoenix, all over the place. So I had my third ride took me to the airport. Then 4th ride was picking up someone at the airport. Super cool guy that just got back from Hawaii. Surprisingly, this has never happened to me before, and it's one of the primary reasons why I stayed mostly doing Uber Eats after the pandemic. Typically, I expect on Uber Eats 95% of the trips to tip. That's just how it is, even if it's not a lot, even if it's a couple bucks. And usually I would experience on UberX, and again, this might have been pre-pandemic, it was probably 50-50 or even a little bit less. All 5 trips have tipped, so that's really good. The one from the airport even had a surge on there. I think it was like $1.49. It wasn't a ton, but anyways, picked up the guy in the airport, dropped him off in North Phoenix, and I got another ride to pick up a guy at a bar not too far. Chatty guy, took him home. I was driving to a gas station to use the restroom. I had hit pause on Uber, and I make a right turn and I hear something in the back, and I thought, dang it. And this was the only guy that I had taken home that had been drinking, so I thought he probably forgot his stuff. Everyone else had kind of checked or had bags that they had with them. So I looked back and it was his keys. And first, I had to make the decision of, man, do I take back his keys? Do I even remember where he lives? And I put myself in his shoes. I've left my cell phone in an Uber before, so I would appreciate it if a driver brought it back. So I tried to remember how far, his house back, exactly where. So I took it back, knocked on his door, and he's super thankful. And as you typically hear with Uber passengers, I heard the infamous frame, "Oh man, I'll hook you up in the app." And I thought, okay, cool. Maybe he'll give me like a couple of extra bucks. Got to the gas station now, just checked, tipped 15 bucks. Pretty good deal. He saved 20 bucks from the he saved 5 bucks from the recovery, from the $20 recovery fee. So let me turn this around so you guys can see. As you can see here, it totals $108, 5 trips so far. Last trip was $18.57, which includes that $15 tip. If we look at the promotions or the opportunities here, you'll see here is, so I've hit that first one, which is 5 trips, get an extra 50 bucks, which is good. And I just realized the other one is a full 25 trips. I thought it would just be an additional 20. So an additional 25 trips for 200 bucks. I'm gonna switch it back on. It's 9:42. We'll see how I'm prepared to stay out till about 11:30 tonight. So if my 3 an hour average continues, then 10:43 I'll have 3, then maybe another 1 or 2. It's gonna be tough to hit that on the weekend because I'm back Sunday, but let's keep it going, see what happens. Well guys, I was wrong yet again. I thought I was gonna keep going, but after some hard and thoughtful evaluation, I decided to stop after ride number 6. So after the gas station, I took one more ride, picked up a guy at a bar, took him home, and called it a night. I sat there and thought about, I can hustle. I've got 25 rides to do. I can drive till midnight tonight, and with my three rides per hour theory, I'll probably have 6 rides, which will leave me with 19 for tomorrow morning, early morning, and Sunday afternoon. However, I thought if I stop at midnight, probably won't be asleep till 12:30. Gym in the morning, and then my regular job, which I was going to be tired for. I'd be running on 5 hours of sleep. So I was going to be tired tomorrow, then leaving town, was going to be tired on my trip, was going to come back Sunday tired, and start working around 3 o'clock in order to finish 18, 19 rides. Then I'd have to drive for probably 6 to 7 hours, just depending on how it goes, and all it takes is one long trip, which would be good because it'd be good money, but time-wise it wouldn't be good because I wouldn't hit my 3 trips per hour theory or goal. But turned out a really good night. I drove for 1 hour and 30 minutes. I'll show you guys here my total breakdown. I'll put a screenshot up here, but it was 1:11.97. It's hard to see there with the screen. 1 hour and 30 minutes, 6 trips. So we got the promotion for 50 bucks. You can see it here on the screenshot, promo for 50 bucks. I was super surprised that tips on UberX were this good. 5 out of my 6 rides tipped. Let me know in the comments how you guys are experiencing tips on UberX in your area. Pre-pandemic, I thought it was 50-50, maybe even less. That's one of the reasons, like I mentioned, that I chose to go even harder on Uber Eats or DoorDash, because the majority of those deliveries would tip. So with 1 hour and 30 minutes and $111, without that promotion, we would have been down to $61 in 1 hour and 30 minutes, which is great. Still about $30 an hour. However, without the $15 tip, if that wouldn't have happened, if that guy would have remembered his keys and he would have just tipped a couple of bucks like most people do, then that would have had us down kind of in the $40 to $45 range. Still really good for 1 hour and a half. Just don't know if that's sustainable for an extended period of time. But yeah, let me know how tips are in your area. Let me know also, how do you typically handle someone leaving something in your car? Do you just hold on to it until they go through the app and they have to get charged those 20 bucks? I'm interested to see how you guys handle it, if you have any additional tips or tricks on that. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna see if Uber sends me another promotion for next week. If they do, I'm gonna try to document my attempt to hit any promo they give me. And then I also wanna look at some of the pros and cons when trying to decide, do I wanna do UberX? Do I wanna do Uber Eats instead? And focus on that. There was definitely some eye openers tonight. Reminded me of some of the benefits about doing UberX, but also some of the frustrations as well, so we can cover that in that video. But for now, hit me a like, hit me with a subscribe there, and I'll talk to you guys on the next video.